Warning. Due to the length of this series, there'll be no intros or outros to the videos. Viewer discretion advised. A sword of holy flame. How did it wind up down here?
It came here with its owner a long time ago.
50,000 gongs.
To be precise.
70 years ago, in Uplander time.
What's with this weird inflation? 50. How do you measure a gong, and why is it 50,000?
50,000 gongs ago, our forebears found a dead angel here, along with the bodies of his comrades. The tribe gave them a dignified burial, and they were laid to rest with their weapons. But the flaming angelic sword was stuck in a rock, and no one was able to pull it out. It burned to the touch, like real fire. So the rock was placed over the angel's grave. It should be here somewhere.
Maybe the angel will dig himself out and find the sword for us. That might be our best shot in this chaos.
Lan, watch your tongue.
We'll find the sword faster if we work together. I'll help you. I'm gonna pay me for it. That's not what a bounty hunter does. I'm not swindling people out of cash. I'm given missions, and I go fight people. I'll be like, I'll help you, but for money. Nah, I'm getting out of here.
Thanks. An extra pair of eyes can only help. The sword will be easy enough to spot. It looks, swordy. Help us, and in return, we'll get you out of here.
Now we're talking. Let's get to work. It's a good thing we all bumped into each other, isn't it?
What, you want to find the sword quickly so the underground monsters bring you back to the surface? So be it.
Okay, so they're not my party. So let's make a quick save.
There's something here.
I found a copper ring.
Now what is that?
I found grinding stones.
Interesting.
Handful of gems. Okay. Now we're
What do we
talking.
have here?
Oh, I don't like the look of that. That's going to come to life and attack me.
No, what is that?
There's something here.
Oh, well, found it. That was easy. A strange flash pierces the gloom, and Tuliel feels drops of searing blood run down his chest. The wound healed by Tarendalev reopens and weeps scarlet, but there is no pain or weakness. A hazy scene appears, a cave chamber, this one or another one entirely. Tuliel's heartbeat quickens, and a stream of thoughts suddenly burst into his mind. Thoughts that clearly belong to another. Treachery! They betrayed me, trapped me, and stabbed me in the back. My trusted allies, my treasured friends, the people I swore to protect, the people for whom I descended from heaven and came to this turbulent mortal world. There they are, up ahead, in the gloom of the cave. What are they waiting for? Are they afraid to draw closer? Do they believe I'm about to die from their traitorous blows? Next to me, a quiet moan. A girl with a golden braid lies on the rocks, clutching her slashed side. She refused to join with the traitors and paid dearly for it. I could have tried to run, but I will not. Whilst I still have the strength, I must. While recognizing the foreign origins of these thoughts, Tuliel intuits that he can control them somehow. Heal the wounded girl, man. A spark of healing magic illuminates the eerie, murky scene before Tuliel. The wounded girl opens her eyes and whispers, Dariel, you said that everything was going to change soon. You said you and the other warriors of heaven would be leaving us on a grand mission to stop the demons forever. Is that true? The frenzy of foreign thoughts comes faster and faster, like a rushing river, and images flash by one after another. a priestess in colorful robes observing the stars, a young female paladin praying, clutching her glowing sword, a majestic golden-winged angel gazing into the distance, his face covered by a helmet, but his voice ringing clear. Only if you're willing, and only if you're ready. There is no going back. Then don't waste your strength healing me, the girl whispers. Your mission's more important. You take care. It is near. There in the vision, the darkness in the cave stirs into motion. Something massive appears within the depths. A vague shadow, an outline, a nightmare come to life. A wave of odious chirruping and rustling emanates from the shadow. The sound piercing like hot irons, lancing through flesh and bone. It's a little cut off. The traders fall to their knees before the shadow in reverent ecstasy, and the wounded girl thrashes in her death throes. The yawning chest wound burns white hot. Tuliel's head pounds with pain, and it's no longer clear whose pain it is. The person called Lariel who sent this vision, or the one unlucky enough to receive it. I think Will's wisdom? I have +2 for that, and I have +0, so Will. But Tuliel is determined to fight off the illusion. Succeeded! The force of the attack, though originating in a vision, is terrifying, but Tuliel is stronger. He shakes off the pain and torpor, but alas, the one who sent the vision cannot claim the same. He is broken and exhausted. The monstrous shadow emerges from the murk of the cave. It is not real. It exists only in the strange vision or memory, but the thrill of fear it provides is more than real. The shadow's features starkly resemble those of Descari, the terrifying demon lord. In a movement as swift as thought itself, the monster's hand is wrapped around the throat of the one they called Lariel. The foolish angel struggling on the rocks, like a fly with its wings torn off, intones the shadow. Its voice changes as it moves, shifting from a quiet whispering to a sonorous shout, becoming young, then old and quavering. Where is your goddess, angel? Where is her self-assured herald? How is it that you are dying here alone, so far from the light of your heaven? A strange calm envelops the thoughts of the one called Lariel. He recognizes who stands before him, and he knows he will never bow down before this enemy. The flaming sword flares to life in his hand, bright, pure, flickering with multicolored sparks like a sunbeam through stained glass. Slash! The blade slices through the demonic creature's flesh, and the monster recoils with a howl, releasing his grip on Lariel's throat. The angel falls back heavily on the rocks. His vitality is ebbing, but his pride remains undiminished. He grips the sword, and with his last burst of strength, plunges it into the rock. Tuliel's sense that the vision is fading, and the rush of thoughts diminishing like a river running dry. The last thing he hears is this. You will kill me, monster. This I know. But one day someone will come here and raise up my sword. They will raise it and save and protect the innocent. The vision disappears, vanishing in a burst of colors. Tuliel does not hear the final words, but he seems to complete the thought, taking it to heart. The words fly from his lips, and with them, something else. The heat blazes in Tuliel's chest, fades away. The edges of the scarlet wound close, leaving not even a scar behind. Looking down, Tuliel sees the flaming sword in his hand, or rather its outline, the memory of what the sword looked like. With a final surge of warm and soothing light, the sword vanishes, and the light is drawn into his hand. Tuliel senses that it will return. All he needs to do is call it. Epic. What an epic moment that was.
Hey, are you alright? You were kinda glowing just now.
I literally have a glowing halo above my head, but thanks. I like the compliment. Cielad kneels before the light, offering up a prayer to Iomade.
That was it. The light of heaven. But how?
I'm the main character. God, these people don't understand that they're just the side characters in my story.
What did you do with it? Where did it go?
I think I saw the memories of Lariel, the angel who died down here.
L'Oreal? That really was L'Oreal? The angel from the legends. The ancestors even got his name right on the gravestone. The chief will be thrilled.
You. Thousands of gongs and no one's been able to touch it. And now you, an ordinary creature of flesh and blood, no different to us, get the sword and start talking about visions.
Yes, main character.
Now, Wentwog, don't be a sore loser. He is clearly different from us. The sword appeared before him, along with the angel's name and all that other stuff. Because he doesn't carry our mongrel taint. Heaven doesn't give a damn how special we are. We're born with evil inside us. Heaven doesn't need to know any more than that. I know you're willing to tear anyone apart to uphold our people's honor, but you and Sol, you just refuse to face the truth. We are the way we are because our ancestors' bodies were corrupted by the Abyss. It does the same thing to plants and animals. There's nothing heroic or special about it. It doesn't make us better, and it doesn't make us worthier.
Did I take the angel mythic path? I didn't want that one. But it was just... I wish it would have told me. You saw it too, the traitors, the dying girl.
It's only us here. Your group, you, me, Wendu, and the light of heaven that sort of got, sucked into you. Any chance you can whip it out again? We do kinda need it. Sorry, I crack jokes when I get nervous. And when I'm upset. And when I'm happy. Anyway, what I said, it came out wrong. We need to bring you to Chief Sol.
I guess I have the angelic mythic path now.
The light of heaven, we'll rally the tribe and go into the maze and we'll get back our kin.
And what if he can't make it happen a second time? What then? The tribe will
It
just say we're
seems
crazy
I
and
can
turn
control
its back
it.
on us.
That is just... wow, I mean, that's amazing. Heaven has truly blessed you.
This power is the most majestic thing I've ever seen in all my
Fly
life.
around me.
Is this what the sun is like, Lan?
Yes, it's similar. But this light is more... golden? Chief Sol needs to see this. Now that we have the power of angels on our side, he can't say no. He'll have to assemble a troop to storm the maze. You Uplanders care about your kids, right? Help us save ours. Without them, we won't survive. And then, the perils of the maze won't be so bad if we go together. We'll make our way through it and find the way to Canabras.
Lead us to your chief, and I'll decide if I'm going to help you or
Let's
not.
go. We'll take the short route. Well, the only route, really.
What do we have here?
Okay, I'm gonna... see if I can quick load. Is there something I'm missing? I didn't want to do the angelic mythic path. Doesn't look like it. Everything's dead ends. Alright, well. Not sure why I did wrong, but I guess I am an angel now.
You're so awesome, Lamb.
Okay, well, let's see who my party is now. You are a Zen Archer, whatever that means, and you are a fighter. I can't highlight Mythic Path. Maybe I haven't technically chosen it? I don't know. This is just confusing. Alright, so she's a dex fighter. She's got 20 dex? Jesus. Okay.
Save the last one for me.
Big spider.
Into the fray!
Yet another obstacle.
Charge. I think I've gotten hit once.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
We are the light! They are the darkness!
No match for me.
Do I have charge? Damn, I'm quick. Woof. Yeah, I know what things are. Thanks. I have played some D&D before.
There's something here.
Only you deserve my obedience. You'll make
I
a
was trying.
fine trophy.
Strike!
If you can, oh my god. Well, okay. I saw something, yeah. I will definitely use a Masterwork Greatsword, thank you. If you can attack before they go, the enemy goes, then, or the battle starts, then you can get like a preemptive round, which is nice. Wendelog glances at Lan, who is fixing his slipped bowstring, and quickly walks over to you. Her cat-like eyes glow from beneath the hood. Listen here, you. I don't know who you are or where you come from, but you and I are the only two people who see things clearly. That's why I'm asking you. Don't show the light of heaven to Sol. I thought you considered the Mongrels to be great warriors. The descendants of great warriors. I believe that my people are worthy of greatness, that we are strong and can do many things. That's why we are chased down here, we scared people. But it is one thing to go hunting in the caves, and another to fight in the shield maze. Wendelog leans closer, her pupils dilating. I've been there. I've spent my whole life training so I can make it through all the way to the end. There were more of us trackers at the start. We were young and stupid. What's a couple of monsters when there's a whole world out there waiting for us? That's what we thought, but we weren't prepared. The maze isn't just a physical challenge, it's cunning and full of traps. It's dark as the primordial night, and if you close your eyes and listen, you hear whispers right behind you, and the soft singing in the distance that seems to rise and fall with the beating of your heart. Wendelog looks away. I had to learn from my friends' mistakes. I had to step over their bodies and go further. I don't want to have to do that again. And it will happen again if a crowd of ill-prepared fighters burst into the maze with no idea where they're going, all because Lan believes that a glowing sword will solve all our problems. Don't you want to save the kids lost in the maze? I do want to, but I'm not going to risk the future of the tribe for the sake of a few stupid kids. Chief Sol is hesitant, and for good reason. He also understands how dangerous this is for the tribe. Lan's the only one who benefits from these childish games of heroism. I'll go alone if I have to and find them or whatever's left of them, without any heroics or relying only on myself, risking only my own life. Wendelog slows. You and your friends, you can come with me. Perhaps we can make it to the end of the maze together and find the way out to the surface. I'll think about it. Don't show the chief the light, and I'll lead you through the maze to the surface. I swear it. I'm kind of with her, not showing the light. It makes sense not to, inspire people to go get themselves killed. All right. I really wish there was a way to put the map on the screen.
I'm gone. We do it my way.
It's my way or the highway. Your first impression of the Mongrel village is of a squalid dump, with the odors to match. Unblinking, glowing eyes watch you from the gloom, and deformed shadows slope between the huts. You see some mongrels gutting white, eyeless fish, while others are repairing fishing nets. All the signs of normal village life, but the tense expectation hangs in the air. Chief Sol, a heavy-set aged mongrel, slowly shuffles his way to you. The hair on his head grows in a limp, wispy strands, and his face has a distinctly rat-like appearance, with pronounced teeth, and you hear a rattling sound in his chest with every breath he takes. One of his eyes is white, fully scarred by cataracts, while the other gleams with moisture. Uplanderish, eh? End times are upon us indeed. Chief Sol, we found the angel sword, and we found the one who can wield it. Lamb points at you. He had a vision, and now the angel sword, together with the light of heaven, and are somehow inside of him. Gather the tribe. Anyone can hold a weapon. The young ones are still alive. We can save them. Sol raises his hand with ragged, broken fingernails. Alan, always dreaming, always talking. You're too hasty for your own good. It's going to get you in trouble. Sol's eyes you up and down. An uplander with the light of heaven. That's too good for us. Our kind does not have good things happen. There's always a catch. Lan trusts his people because he likes to believe. Isn't that right, Lan? I'm the chief. I don't work on faith. Show the light. Okay, so basically saying I can now, double down on Angel, but I'm not going to. Is there someone else from the surface here? Sol points off to the side. There he is, hale and hearty and prim as a peacock, just like me. Sol laughs, but quickly returns to business. She's not good. Too many uplanders. She's not good. She's not right. What are you here? What are you up to here? You're not one of us. We're not your kind. When the time comes, we will come to you, not you to us. Lana's mistaken. We didn't find the sword. Lon whips around to look at you, stunned. He clenches his fist for a moment as if planning to shake the truth out of you, but he quickly gets a handle on himself. I don't know why you're lying. No doubt you have your reason, but I know it's a lie, and you know it, and Wendu knows it. Lon turns to Wenduog. Tell him, Wendu. Wenduog stares blankly back at him. I saw the light shining between the rocks, and then it went out. Lon saw what he wanted to see. Why are you doing this? Doing what? Telling the truth? Say nothing. Lon looks at you expectantly and sighs when you don't answer. Right. You and Wendu have worked everything out between yourself. You've played me for a blind mole here. Lon barks a hollow laugh. Everybody around me said that they didn't want to go anywhere or save anyone, but I didn't believe them. I always have to take things further than anybody else, isn't that right, Chief? Fine. I see how things are. I don't need any more convincing. Lon offers a crooked smile. Please, Lon. Miracles are not meant for us. We, the tribe, we wait. If you're one of us, you will wait. We're not going anywhere. Uplanders, rest now. There is the hut over there. You can rest there. Lon is silent, his eyes shifting between Sol and Wenduog. You made the right choice. It was the lesser of two evils, and now, rest, so we can be at our best when we go into the maze. I promise to lead you to the surface, and I will. Yeah, I really didn't want to lead a whole group of people to their death. XP, yeah. Oh, we all gained a level. Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah. Going second level in Uncanny Dodge. Okay, makes me a little bit better. I'm going to go Persuasion, Perception, and Magic Devices. Sweet. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I think I might turn Party Auto Level Up on, because I think the game might know better than me how to level up people. Give me a moment to just find it. Auto level up. Companions. It's on. Why aren't they auto leveled up? Oh, I just have to like go through it. Alright, so I got Lay on Hands and wow, that's really good. Just get a big bonus to saving throws. Alright, you're good at trickery and stealth, that's gonna be good. Ice Plant. Okay, interesting. Lon. Oh, you're a monk. Oh. Okay. So you're getting a bonus feat, and you get the Way of the Bow. You're good with perception. Wow, you're good with perception. Hachi Machi. Athletics and mobility. Okay. I don't know what they're giving me. Is it giving me precise shot? Okay, so I'm getting specialization with the longbow. Okay. Yep, precise shot. Good. That way I'm not going to take a negative when shooting into my allies. Do I have to turn that on, or...
Might make you feel better.
No, it looks like I'm good. Okay, and Wendwog. She's got lore, nature, and perception really high. Okay. Does she have point blank? She does. She already started with it. Gotcha. Okay, sweet. Just getting some increase to... Everyone got a nice increase to their saving throws. I'm liking that. Okay. Oh, it's tab to highlight. That's why I was doing shift. Actually, they might change that to shift. Controls. Oh. Okay. Oh, I'm being talked to by someone.
Horgas Quirm. Finally, someone from the surface. I was beginning to lose hope.
An elderly man in expensive but not ostentatious clothes. That looks pretty ostentatious to me. You see that big old frickin' chain on him? His face is peppered with several healed cuts and bruises, and twisted in an expression of extreme discontent.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Horgas Gwem. That's right, Gwem. You no doubt have heard of me if you spent any time at all in the city. I have a business proposition for you.
Your name tells me nothing. Who are you?
You truly are fresh arrived in the city, then. You couldn't have picked a worse time, that's for certain. Only just arrived and the city's been razed to rubble. You should know that you are looking at one of the richest and most distinguished men in Canabras. I may not be as well known as certain swaggering loudmouths who spend their lives traipsing from one ball to the next, but the Gwem Trading Company is one of the pillars of the city, I'll have you know. Did you see the marquees in the square? I paid for those. Tried any festival delicacies? You have Horgas Gwem to thank for that.
How did you end up here, my dude? For a moment, Horgas' eyes focus on Carmilla before his gaze returns to you.
Like everyone else, down I went when the accursed beetle cleaved the ground twain beneath our feet. I'm lucky I didn't break my neck in the fall, and I'm doubly lucky that I didn't encounter any subterranean cockroaches on my blind wanderings, and instead came across hunters from this settlement, although I must say when I first glimpsed their physiognomies, my life flashed before my very eyes, but they turned out to be decent chaps, frightening to look at, but able to keep a bargain.
You don't speak very kindly of the mongrels, as I'm calling them mongrels, even though they saved your life.
Pah! Kind words of a people with hours to frit away on pleasantries. Horgas Gwem speaks his mind, and he pays for services rendered not with kind words, but hard coin. I gave the mongrels my dagger in exchange for their help. Its handle's worth more than the whole village.
What kind of business proposition you got for me?
I don't know what is happening on the surface right now, but I'm determined to find out. You have no intention of seeing out the rest of your days in this village, I suspect. We must find a route back to the surface, to the city, if there's anything left of it. You look like someone who can swing a blade as well as cast a spell. I'm very gratified to see it. A good generalist will be a fine companion on the way to the surface. You are strong. It will be no trouble to you, but I, alas, am not as fit as I once was. I can't go crawling through caves playing at scouts. My proposition is simple. Lead me back to the city, and I shall pay you 1,000 gold coins.
I suggest we help this man. It's good to have friends among the Canabras elite. Diplomacy 16. 2,000 gold. Horgas' gaze is piercing.
Are you taking advantage of my dire circumstances? Very well, make it 2,000.
Sure.
Splendid. In the meantime, I shall sit here in the village.
We have to go.
Go on, go on. Don't forget our agreement. When you find the way out, be sure to tell me.
I like that guy. He's an honest man.
Hey there.
A tall woman with a face deformed by an enormous swelling smiles broadly at you, showing off her double row of small, sharp teeth.
You from the surface. You must be tough to make it all the way here. Never thought I'd see the day. Call me Dira. Let's trade.
Who are you?
The people round here call me all sorts. Dira the Hoarder, Dira the Coin, Dira the City Girl. Like that's a bad thing. I troll the caves, picking up all kinds of things from the surface that wash down here through your sewers. I trade all kinds of junk for food and clothes, but I only part with my best finds for coins. Got no coins? Forget what money is? Well, then I have no use for you. If you want city goods, you need to pay with gold, like city folk.
Let's trade. I don't know if I have money. I have... Is that my money? 491? I thought this said thick pants for a second. Anything interesting? Quiver of cold iron ammunition. Probably like a one-time use thing to get those 20 arrows. I'm good for now. I will, however, sell my junk if I have... If there's... Can I just hit like a sell junk button? Oh, that's... that's her stuff. So this looks all just like... Yeah, there we go. I'll take your gold coins, mongrel.
Follow if you dare.
That was just an eyeball. Yeah, let's go rest.
It's time. We're headed out now. Lawn won't get in our way.
Wendoag breathes in deeply through her nose, her eyes narrowing in concentration like she's trying to taste the air, to detect even the faintest sense. Finally, she gives an approving nod. But Wendelog is focused not only on what surrounds her, but also on you. Sniffing the air, she looks at you with an unreadable expression. Why are you looking at me like that?
Me? What nonsense.
Wendelog scoffs, but then adds reluctantly.
You were born with celestial blood in your veins, a rare breed. I have seen someone like you only once before.
Lom won't get in our way. Where is he?
On the way to his death, if he decided to go alone. Or maybe he's in a hole somewhere, crying about how lonely he is. I don't care either way.
We're just gonna leave Horgas and Eva here?
Getting you all at once will be difficult. We'll let the injured woman recover. Do you think I like knowing there are uplanders sitting in our village? But trying to drag an injured person through the maze would be suicide. And don't you even get me started on the other one. He's not going to get off his backside unless we send a litter to carry him.
It's time to what?
To get you out of here, I'm keeping my word.
Wenduog looks around.
It's quiet now. The village has settled down. I know the shortest route to the maze. We'll take a boat. No one will see us.
Are we still going to save the missing mongrels?
What? Oh, them. They're probably dead already, but if we meet anyone on the way, we won't just walk on by. At the end of the day, they are of the tribe.
Let's go.
Right. And another thing. You could have chosen not to listen to me, but you did. That means you have real strength in you. A strong person can take the truth, even if they don't like it. And the truth was on my side. I want to say, thank you. You saved the tribe from a stupid mistake. They're alive now because of you. Now let's get to the boats. We get there faster by water.
Can I not move there? Or am I not selected?
It's time to act!
I'm a man of facts. And facts are simple. If you had a duty to protect Caminabras and you failed to do so while the demons were plotting their attack, you were snooping on upstanding citizens.
When we do our job, we don't see a thing because, shocker, nothing bad happens. Remember the time the demon worshippers poisoned all the wells? Or when they blew up the town hall? How about when they murdered all the priests in the temple of Iomede in their beds? Not ringing any bells, huh? That's right, because we stopped all those things from happening. How did you sleep?
Horgas issues a dissatisfied grunt. I've always dreamed of spending a night on the slimy sack covered by a filthy rag.
I, on the other hand, slept like a log. Anything better than sleeping on a pile of rocks. And with a covering to keep me warm in the night, no complaints here. Only my leg is getting on my last nerve. The pain just goes on and on. What's the bad blood between you two about?
It's an old matter. Miss Tinardbray has the notion of spying on me, then of rummaging through my goods. I ask you, do I look like a cultist?
Cultists don't tend to look like cultists, you know. That's kind of the whole problem, and you, Mr. Gwerm, built a whole secret operation of buying and smuggling into the city. What was it? Oh yes, magical weapons. How was I supposed to know that all the rigmarole with middlemen was so you could anonymously donate supplies to the crusade?
Don't you see? I have a reputation to uphold, one that I value most highly. Horgas Gwerm is a hard-nosed businessman, not a good fairy from a tale. Yes, I care about my city. Yes, I wish...
Ooh, voice is getting to me.
I wish to see that its defenders, my defenders, were well-fed, healthy, and well-armed. But to make those donations openly was unthinkable. I might as well hang a sign outside my door welcoming every sponger, leech, and parasite in the city.
I appreciate your help for the crusade. No jokes, you're an alright bloke. But carrying on secret dealings in a city that's teeming with cultists is a huge pain in the backside for us lot whose job it is to keep an eye on that sort of thing. Anevia, how's the leg? The girl scrunches up her nose. Well, it hasn't fallen off yet, so that's good. They've bandaged me up all nice and smeared some stinking stuff on the wound, so it looks like I'm gonna live. But they say wait a day, and I'll be right as rain, so I'm waiting. What do you think is happening in the city now?
Perhaps the city is no more. If Discari himself appeared, there's no telling how bad things are.